Good morning. Myself Vandana Sharma, Assistant Professor, CDOE, Jaipur National University, welcomes you all in the another session of HTML programming. In this session, we will be focusing on the concept of the frames in the HTML, different types of frames, frame set, and their multiple attributes, and specifically we will be focusing on iframes, how to insert and link the iframes. Basically, what are the frames? Frames are the independent sections, panels in your web browser, in your website, where your page will be divided vertically and horizontally in the multiple sections. What is the benefit? The benefit is you can view multiple web pages on the same screen at a single time. It provides the scroll bars to scroll down the web pages. So, frames are used to divide your browser window into multiple sections where each section can load a separate HTML document. Separate HTML documents independently. You can view your web page in a web page, and the collection of frames are known as frame set. You can create your frame set, means on one single screen you can divide your page vertically or horizontally in the independent sections where multiple web pages, respective web pages as per your requirement, can be opened and viewed. In the similar way, you can, as you organize your document in the tabular form, this is the another way of interactive layout of your web page. Now, these are the examples of your frames. Like this is a frame where we have divided our page in the three vertical panels, 1, 2 and 3. This 1, 2 and 3, these are the three documents, three HTML documents, where by clicking on them, these documents will be opened and you can scroll them and view them. So this is the way how your frames will look in the browser's window. This is the another example. Here we have divided our, this is the basically example of horizontal and vertical. Combination of horizontal and vertical frames where we have divided two rows we have divided, and in the two rows we have taken three specific sections. We were discussing this. Here we have divided two rows, and these two rows we have taken three sections. Now you can see the size of the section is different. This size can be decided by the attribute according to the percentage. This covers the 60% area. This is the 20-20. So you can divide like this. You can take 50-50 of 2. You can take 3 like 20-20 and 60. This 20-20 and 60. So in this kind of frame we have two rows, and between these two rows, after that, upon that two rows, we have three columns are there. Now this is the another multiple, this all these are the examples of different frame sets. This is the another where we have divided our document in three columns. We have taken three equal columns like 40-40 and 60, you can say, and 45-45, and then another one can be of rest part. After that, after dividing the three columns, the first column is divided into two horizontal block, 50-50% of two blocks. So here four documents can be opened at a time. Then the another example is, here we have divided our document. This is the first panel. This is the heading part. And after the heading, we have divided our document in two vertical blocks. Here this can be done in like this way. Here the contents are written and their respective description will be displayed here. As you will click on particular item, their description will be displayed here. All these are very helpful when we are showing the products, we are showing the resources of education, whatever thing you are showing on the website, these are the basically layout of presenting data on the screen. We have number of ways there. You can use them as per the layout, whichever you like the most. This is the another layout. Now here we have taken the example, first three horizontal vertical blocks. Then the first one is the vertical block where the fishes dot document is opened there and the multiple types of fishes description is given there. The middle one block is the little bigger from the other sides. In this middle one, we have divided it in the two sections. In these two sections, we have opened multiple two web pages, figure.htm and the caption.htm. And the fourth one is, basically it is the third one because the second one is divided in two parts. So the third one is content, where the contents are shown. So this is the another layout of displaying the information on the screen in the interactive way. Now come to the point, basically how you will create these type of sections. So this is the frames. In the frame set, what we have to do, we have to specify the frame set. Then we have to divide the rows. You can do like this. First of all, we have to mention the tag frame set. Then we have to mention the row. Here we have taken the example of 50-50%. It shows you will be taking the two columns there, 50-50%. You can take it in this way. In this way we can write, so your row is divided. In this way. You can mention the, so in this 3 columns will be displayed. After this we have to define their names for these specific 3. What are the names? You will take frame name, top, then you can take frame name, middle, and along with that you have to give their URL also, ABC, like you will take the example abc.html. So in the same way you can define, like frame name is given there top, then src the link of the document, another frame name is bottom, then their src. SRC is basically the location of the web page to be opened, the target web page. So, and then we have to close this frame set which we have opened above. So, in this, here we have taken 3 sections, 40, 30 and 30. So 3 frames will be there. 3 times you have to define the frame name top, frame name bottom, frame name middle you can take. And then with the help of the SRC, we have to give the 3 web pages name, URL of the 3 web pages. Now, see, HTML, now we have to, this was the concept of frame. Now basically, now we will start with the another concept, iframe. What are the iframes? iframe is the another way of creating the frames. This is the independent section or a panel there where can be a specific document can be opened. Yes. So after that we will start with the concept of iframe. What are the iframes? Iframes are the specific embedded document. Like in your web page, a document can be opened. You can embed a web page within your web page. So this is the concept of iframe. Iframes are the inline frames that allow you to embed a document within the current HTML document. Means in your website, another document, another web page can be embedded there. It will present there whenever you will view your website. It is done in the previous session. We have done it with the concept of linking. But what is the difference between linking and the iframe? They are little similar and some differences are there. In the linking, also you can open a web page within your web browser screen just by clicking on the hypertext button, and your web page will be open. Target web page is there on the screen. You can view it and you can go back to the original web page and then you can work there. Now in the iframe is also providing us to open a web page within our current web page, but the difference is in the iframe your web page will be embedded there. It will always be there whenever you will view a particular website where the iframe has been specified. It gives a specific section there along with the horizontal and vertical scroll bars, and whenever you will open your web page, your web browser gives you that particular web page along with that. So how can you create the iframe? Iframe can be created with the iframe tag. Iframe tag create the rectangular region at the specified place within the HTML document where browser can display external documents such as map and other things. Some related information to your current web page will be shown there. Like we are depicting the website of some animals, so their pictures will be shown there whenever you click on them, and their respective diet plans will be shown if you will click on that particular iframe. So this is the way what the iframe is. Now how you can create the iframe? Again, basically the concept of SRC attribute is always same everywhere there, and you have to give the title also. The URL of the path external document is attached using the SRC attribute of the iframe tag. If the content of the iframe exceeds the specified rectangular region, HTML automatically includes the scroll bars. Okay, if the content is not visible on the screen size, it will give you the horizontal and vertical scroll bar to view the data. Now how it can be created? You have to specify iframe. The name of the tag is iframe. Then we have to give the SRC attribute. With the SRC attribute, you will write abc dot htm or html this, and then the title is the another attribute which is optional. If you want to give it, you can give, otherwise it is not. Then this iframe will be closed. So this is the way where you can iframe source file name of the web page which is to be opened in your independent section, and then this iframe will be closed. Now there is the example code given there. How can you create your web page with the iframes? First of all, we have given the title HTML iframes. This title will be shown on the title bar of the web browser. Then we have given the heading with the help of the P tag. P tag is given there. Then we start with the iframe. Iframe, then we have SRC attribute. SRC is the source document. This is the complete URL. And this is the alternate text. Sorry, your browser does not support your in frames. If suppose your inline frames are not inserted due to some errors and something, then you get this text displayed there. And this will be opened. Iframe is again a container element. You have to close it. It requires the corresponding closing tag. Then the body of the HTML will be closed. Then HTML document will be closed. And you always have to specify document type HTML because we are creating these documents in the text editor. By default, it treated all documents as a text files. Now, so many attributes are there for the iframe tag. So this we have iframe attribute is the first attribute is the SRC. SRC attribute is basically used to give the file name and URL for the site, will load the HTML available in the HTML directory. Then we have name attribute. Name attribute allow you to give a name to a specific frame. It is used to indicate which frame a document should be loaded into. This is the important when you need to create link from one frame that loaded the page in the another frame. Name is always required because when you are opening your frames, you are opening your web page, then we will not come to know by which name it is related. So name attribute should always related to the website. Then we have another attribute is the height. Height and width of the attribute is also very important. How can you give this? Iframe. Then with the iframe you will have the SRC. SRC is the abc.html, and then you can give height 400 pixels. Width can be 200 pixel. You will close it, and then iframe will be closed. So all these attributes are available with every tag to specify the layout size for the specific frame. Basically, iframes are the independent sections. A specific document will be embedded in your web page. This is the example of attributes of iframe. How that iframe is inserted in your web page. Then we have, so what are the attributes which we have discussed in this? Name is the attribute. Then we have height. Then we have width. and the SRC, the most important and mandatory attribute. So this is the way you can insert this is the sample code given there. The above given code will display the index.html web page and iframe with the specified height and width. So this is the example given there. H2 is the heading. With the heading level of 2, heading will be displays examples of setting height and width of the HTML iframe. Then we have started iframe SRC. Source code index.html is the name of the document, URL where the document will be opened. Width is 500 pixel, height is 300 pixels, and then iframe will be close. And then body is close and HTML will be close. So this is the example of setting the height and width of the frame. Now we have linking to the iframe. Target with the help of the target and name attribute. You can use the iframe as a target frame to open a web page on clicking on a link. Okay, now first what we have done in our web page, we have inserted a iframe where a specific web page will be embedded there. Now within that embedded page, we are creating a link. Your iframe will be linked to the another web page. How can you do this? You can do it with the help of the target and name attribute. You can use iframe as a target frame to open a web page on clicking a link to it. By using the name attribute of iframe tag, the value of the name attribute is used in the target attribute of elements like form A and specify the target frame. Now, what does the name and target attribute mean? How can you just understand the concept? You have to assign a unique name to the iframe. This name allow you to reference the iframe in the JavaScript as the target for link and form submissions, and used in the anchor tag. It is always used with the anchor tag. The target attribute value should match the name attribute of the in-frame to specify where the link document or a form submission should be loaded. For example, in an in-frame has a name myFrame, then the link or form should use as myFrame. What does it mean? The value of name and the target frame should be the same always because they are correlated to each other. Now this is the example given there. How can we create the link with the help of name and target attribute? H2 is given there, P is given there. These are the basic tags to give the heading level 2 and the paragraph. These are the headings will be displayed on the screen. Then with the help of the AHREF anchor tag, here again we have started we are using the anchor tag and hyperreference attribute. HTML, HTM, then iframes.htm, and the target is the iframe. Then the anchor will be closed and we have written iframe tutorial. This iframe tutorial will be displayed as hypertext. By clicking on this particular text, you will be targeted to this file which is given there with the hyperreference. Then after that we have to specify the iframe. First of all, we have mentioned the name of the web page which is to be opened in this frame with the help of the anchor tag. Now after that we started with the iframe tag. In the iframe we have to give the style. what background style you will take. Name of the frame is iframe, means this is targeted here. Okay. What is the concept? We have given the anchor tag. With the help of the href attribute, we have given the source file which is to be opened. Then we have taken the target iframe. Now we have started the iframe style. Style we have given. This is the optional value. You can skip it. It is not mandatory. After that, name is there. What name you have to mention, which we have given in the target name. So it will connect this to this, and this will be opened by click this. Okay. So there is a connectivity from there to there and to this document by clicking on the iframe. I'll repeat it again. What is happening with the anchor tag? We have taken this target file to be opened. In the target, you will give the name iframe. This iframe will be specified there with the name attribute. So, this frame will be opened, which is target here, by clicking on the iframe. This is the hypertext. And which document will be opened? The document which is given with the hypertext. You just have to keep in mind these both always should be the same. Now see what is the output. In-frame tutorial is displayed here because in-frame tutorial we wrote with the name of the file. In this way. So whatever is written there, it is the hypertext. So this hypertext is displayed here, iframe tutorial. And now by clicking on this, which document will be opened? This document will be opened by clicking on this document will be opened by clicking on iframe tutorial. Again, just have a look on it. By clicking on in-frame tutorial, your target source file will be opened. On execution, the above code will generate a link and a iframe with the sky blue background. When the link is clicked, the content will open inside the frame. So what is done in this? We have created a frame within our web page, and along with the frame we have created a hyperlink. So both the features we are using here, hyperlink and iframe. Now we have styling of iframe. What are the attributes? Styling of iframe can be done with the cascade style sheet feature. Along with the cascade style sheet, you can specify the values and you can create your elements there. This is the example. How can you style your iframes with the CSS? This is the what is this called? We have created a class. Okay. What is class? Class is group of elements together to specify the appearance of your frame. Okay. We can create a class with the help of the feature CSS. We can define it in the CSS with the help of this style tag. Okay, it all change the appearance. You can create it as per your requirement. So these are the group of elements which together makes a class. This class can be created, it can be defined in style tag. So what we have done, we have decided style type CSS. Then we have taken the body background color we have defined. After that we have, this is the name of the class. This is the name of the class, and this name will be used furtherly in the body tag to change the appearance of the frame. Where what elements we have given? We have given the width, height, border and padding. Width for the frame, height for the frame, border, border style of the border and thickness of the border, and padding is the space between these cells. So these are the features, these are the attributes which can be used with the class. Now, then we come to the body tag. In the body tag, you have to first of all give the heading and then this iframe SRC, and then here we have called, this is the class which we created above. My iframe, my underscore iframe. My underscore iframe is defined in the head section using the feature CSS. This we have defined in the CSS. So this is called here, as you will call it here, class equals to my iframe, then it will show you the output. All these features will be applied on your frame. See, this is the way we can specify. You can create your class. Class is the group of elements which together change the appearance of your frame. Once if you have decided the class, you can call it anytime in the body tag. Now multiple frames, as we have taken the example of one frame, multiple frames also can be inserted in your web page. These multiple frames can be inserted by redefining them in the body tag with the help of the iframe tag only. This is the example. Again we have created this. In the style sheet, we have decided the class. This class is created there. Now we will call this class in other web page. After the body tag, now see here we have called 3 frames we are inserting in this. First is this is the example of multiple iframes. First is index page, second is tutorials library, and third one is compiler. Headings are given with the H3 levels of heading. Then we have given iframe src index.htm. This page will be opened in a separate independent section. And what are the appearance? Appearance we have decided in my iframe in the class above, just above this code. In the same way, tutorial libraries.html will be opened and the class appearance is taken from the class. The third one is the compiler, where the name of the target file is codingground.html and class is again. So what we have done here, once we have decided the class, once we have created the class in the head section, and then we can call it many times you want, just by defining the name with the help of class attribute. And this class contains the appearance of your frame. Border, width, height, width, so many things are there. You can specify it with the help of it. Now this these multiple frames, the coding, this is the output of the previous code. These are the multiple frames inserted there. These two frames are there, and the third compiler frame is there. This is the web page. These are the scroll bars. You can scroll them and you can view your web page. And your web page, another look for multiple, inserting multiple iframes in a single web page. This, here we have taken 6 pages. This is the listening carefully, smart language, report is there. This is the activity 4, this is activity 3. This is the basically the topic. As you will click on it, the topic will be explained, and related to this topic we have 1, 2, 3, 4 activities. So all these 4 activities are shown in the separate iframes, and the third one is showing the report ki what are the activities are done by the specific student. So this is the basically a interactive layout of conducting a activity in the school. So in this way, using the frames, frame set and iframes, you can show your web page in the very interactive way, and you can show your information. So that's all for today's session. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.